Shorty but goody this week, man. We got a lot of really cool stuff and new products in from Geecrack, a bunch of other restocks. Let's get into this one. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of The Drop. If you're new here, this is our weekly gather everything up in the shop, show you everything. We do it every single Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Ashton do this show, and the store is Tacklebros Fishing. Ashton's handle is at QTR_46. Mine is at Tacklebros, which obviously the greatest handle of all time. Dude, when are you gonna go fishing again?
We're gonna go next weekend. No, we're gonna go in.
When was the last time you went?
Last time I went fishing. What year is it?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I actually got to do something pretty cool this weekend. I went to Clayton, New York, and fished in the Rumble on the River. Man, really cool event. Met lots of awesome people. Didn't do awesome in the tournament. I think we finished 14th. I can't break 25 pounds on the St. Lawrence River this year. Every single time it's just 5-pounders and no megas. I think we're the only boat in the top 15 not to have like a 6.5-pounder, and like 8 boats had 7-pounders. So, I mean, for not having a giant, I'll take it.
Yeah, consistency.
But I gotta do something, man. I gotta do something. I gotta find the megas. I'll take any advice if anybody's got any.
I'll give you some later.
Yeah, please, dude, because I'm struggling. I'm not struggling catching them. I'm just struggling, like, you know, you get around an area and you're like, okay, lots of fish. You start pulling 5-pounders. Okay, cool. And then you're like, there's gonna be a giant here, and I just never ever seem to get it, or I dump it.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
We catch a 5-pounder, we're not even happy.
Yeah, which
we're like, oh, another 5-pounder.
We're spoiled. That's why. 5-pound smallmouth is an amazing fish. I just need to figure out how to get the big ones, man. I've been doing sneaky stuff too, which I'll eventually share with everybody, but I need to perfect it a little bit more, and then we'll do a video on it or something, blow it out of the water, and move on to the next thing. Speaking of next things, we got some really cool stuff coming in, you know, later this year. New brands. Been working really, really hard behind the scenes with all the guys here, kind of looking for ways to show and bring in new products, new designs, new everything, man. If there's anything you guys are looking for, leave it in the comment. We're always open to suggestions. I am constantly scouring any possible place on the internet to find, you know, the most unique, cool stuff. So obviously we're always open to suggestions. If you guys know anything, please leave it. Also, I think we're at like a 70% clip of people who watch these videos that aren't subscribed. So if you like these videos and you like hanging out with us every Thursday, please subscribe. Mean a lot to Ashton and myself.
Oh yeah.
And everybody else here, but
mainly us.
Yeah. I gotta spend time with this guy for you guys, so I'm joking. I enjoy spending time with you. All right, I'm just gonna go into the hot stuff, man. Big drop this week from Geecrack. So I know a couple weeks ago, Ashton brought out to you guys the brand new G Crazy, which instantaneously sold out. Like, this is, I mean, one of the fastest sellout baits we've had all year. Really, really cool. Number one, the packaging. I appreciate good packaging, right? They've obviously put a lot of thought into this to keep everything dialed in, but it just looks sick, man. Like, cool name, cool everything. Designed by Marshall, the homeless fisherman. Gigantic 18-inch worm. They come 5 to a pack. I'm gonna show you, you know, this is always my favorite color in anything Geecrack. This is the brand new color this week. This is AJ's Juice, and I talk about this color a lot because I think there's something to purple. I don't know what it is, but you know, a lot of the custom colors that we do in the shop always seem to include purple, and I love to see that in this. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, these were gone before I even got back to the shop, so this is actually my first time, you know, feeling the actual plastic, seeing the packaging. I'm impressed, man. I think this is a really, really cool bait. I've been talking to a bunch of guys down south that have been fishing it and trying to get tips on, you know, what I can do to really maximize the potential of this bait. And it's really simple, man. Most guys are just wacky rigging this and just kind of dragging it along, little nail weight in the end or whatever it might be. 18-inch worm seems crazy, but like any fish will eat this. It's not an intimidating like length, and they usually fold over, so it's really like 9 inches. What?
Dude, I just thought about something.
What did you think about?
Humans.
Yes.
We eat 18-inch things all the time. Spaghetti. Whoa, calm down.
It's like a big, gigantic spaghetti noodle.
Giant noodle.
This is a very, very limp bait, which is awesome. So it's going to have a ton of action. It's actually fairly rigid, man. Like
Al dente.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus. Awesome bait, man. Hopefully, I mean, I know guys are going to smash them on this color. The other color that I think most guys are going to be pumped up about, Homeless Magic. Now, this is like a light green pumpkin, and I think...
It's like a watermelon.
I don't know how to describe this color, man. It has like a pearlescent to it, like a purple pearlescent with like black, bluish, greenish fleck. I mean...
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Doesn't do it justice. This, for me, is like right up there with this AJ's Juice. I think Marshall did an awesome job on this color. Excited to throw these ones myself. And then the last new color this week is going to be the, green pumpkin chartreuse. So 3 new colors in the G Crazy are all in stock. I don't know when we're going to get stock on the previous colors back in, but anticipating soon. Everything Geecrack is made in Japan, which I love. Everything is SAF infused, which we're going to get into the SAF stuff a little bit later on, because there's a new bait that just came out that the highlight for me is the SAF. We'll do some more new colors.
In my favorite bait from Geecrack.
Dude, this is up there for me too, man.
It's my favorite
bait,
for sure.
Again, same time that you released the G Crazies for us, you also released the Bellows Shad. Now, I was on the water, and what was the first thing I asked you guys to ship me right away? Bellows Shad. So these things work incredible. If you're just drop shotting them, putting them on the back of a jig.
Or you were there when I caught a 6-pounder on it.
Yeah.
On a ball head.
Yeah. So these are extremely, extremely versatile. This might be the better size. Like instead of the 3.8, I actually really, really love this size. Something that me and you had a little bit early on to play with a little bit. We met up with the Geecrack guys on the Lake Ontario, handed us a few. We did a little swapperoo because we were catching them on something different. So we did a little trade for some of these, and instantaneously we both fell in love with them. Again, it's just a downsized version of the big boy Bellows Shad, which is one of the best, bladed jig trailers. If you like to flip with them, you can put them on the back of a jig, you do everything. This is going to be great for that as well, just maybe minus the bladed jig trailer. And then insert drop shot, insert Ned rig, insert anything like finesse. This is a great one for it. 3 new colors this week. We have Hayaki Watermelon Gill. We also have one of their most popular colors, Muddy Gill. A really cool one. And then Dark Matter 5. So black blue lamp, basically. So 3 new colors in that guy. I actually think we got a little bit of a restock on some of the other colors as well. So if we were out of some of the Bellows Shads, they should be in stock for you guys now. Speaking of Bellows Shads, 3.8s, pretty much like everything is back in stock. AJ's Juices, the Dark Matters, the white, which is one of the best colors in the lineup. Everything Bellows Shad, pretty much back in stock this week, which I'm very excited about. Bellows Gills. Now, no AJ's Juice, which I'm sad about. That's my #1 color, but we did get green pumpkin, so probably the universally most loved color. These are all back in stock. Green pumpkin orange, so this is like that orange punch color. These are all back in stock. Things like Bug Bomb, a lot of the colors that we've been out of stock of for a while, they have all come back in the Bellows Gill. And then Bellows Sticks. So one of my favorite, worm style bait. These are all, most of the popular colors are all back in stock in the Bellows Stick. I think 3.8 and 4.8 this week. So if you're looking for the bigger ones that we're out of stock on, I'm hoping they're gonna come in like the next 2-3 weeks-ish, but the primary sizes, 3.8, 4.8, should all be back in stock now. Let's jump into another new product from Geecrack. So going back to the SAF stuff, I don't throw a lot of Senkos, man. I throw a lot of the,
sticks.
Yeah, I throw a lot of Bellows sticks, but I don't throw a lot of Senkos. And I don't know if the Bellows stick is because of the deep ribbing or the SAF. I'm going to go throw some Senkos. Not this weekend, but next week. And these are the ones I'm going to be throwing. The all-new SAF stick from Geecrack. So it's not complicated. It's a stick bait. Yeah. It's a little bit fatter maybe, but still at the end of the day, it's a 5-inch Senko. Now, what sets this apart is gonna be the SAF material. So that salt amino flavoring is gonna be baked in all these. I talk about it all the time. I'm not a huge scent guy. Like if something has scent or doesn't have scent, I don't really care. I'll throw it either way. I have found that it seems like I get a few more bites, or maybe I get more hookups when I'm throwing SAF stuff. So I don't know if it's placebo, I don't know what it is, but you know, that's gonna give me enough confidence at least to maybe throw some more sticks. We got 2 sizes this week. I'm gonna run through the colors for you guys. So we got the 5-inch and the 4-inch, which I mean 99.9% of Senko fishing is done in those 2 sizes. I'm excited to see how these compare to like the Yamamotos of the world and see if that scent really does anything for us. Because again, I like throwing straight up Senkos, I don't ever do it.
It honestly, like, I don't believe in scent either. I only believe in SAF. Like,
yeah, like,
I think for me, I know it makes a difference.
When I throw worm style baits, it's literally either like fish magnet or the Bellows stick. So to mix in like a traditional Senko, I'm curious. I think these will definitely be a player for, you know, a lot of guys who throw Senkos. You're gonna be like, hell yeah, SAF, let's go. Maybe it'll get me back into it. Senko fishing for me is so boring, man. So it has to be an incredible bite.
Dude, you know what's hilarious?
What?
We find Senko fishing boring, but we love tube fishing.
Dude, tube fishing's not boring.
Well, no, but to other people, they're like, oh shit, I love Senko fishing,
But
and they find tube fishing boring.
when I first started tube fishing, all right, there was no, all you had was mapping and 2D.
Oh yes.
Back in the 1900s.
Yep. You and Charles Darwin.
You could literally tell the difference between being on muck bottom, sand bottom, rock bottom. So like you had to be like, I feel like a lot of guys in like, you know, upper US, and I don't know if guys throw tubes. If you live in the South and you throw tubes, let me know. But like, you know,
Are we not talking about cracking the tube? Because a lot of guys crack tubes.
yeah, like I'm talking like, you know,
Drag.
upstate New York, like Wisconsin, like places like that, and then like Canada, like tube fishing in like the north is kind of like a big deal, man. Like, and if you're like, I mean, we've how many times we won just literally only tube fishing.
Yep.
Be it, you know, a standard tube, be it, you know, a Great Lakes finesse juvie crawl, whatever it is, tube fishing is special. Obviously, I get the comparison because I can see maybe why some people think it's more. It's just therapeutic, dude. You're just dragging,
Yeah.
just chilling, and then but then you get to hit them a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's the fun part. Anyway, back to the SAF sticks. I'm gonna start right here with Junebug. And I'm not chirping Senko. I know Senko's work. You know what I mean? But Senko, dude, what do you do? We got Green Pumpkin. I am excited for these though. Electric Shad, that's one I was holding up for you guys earlier. They named this one after you.
Short and stumpy.
Cool Cucumber.
There you go.
You guys you always just remain calm, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir, I do.
Between boats breaking down, trucks breaking down, you're always like, yeah, it'll
Shit
work
happens,
out.
yeah.
Watermelon Red, and then the infamous Scuppernong. So that's in the 5-inch, exact same colors in the 4-inch. So if you're looking for a new Senko style bait, you love SAF like I do, definitely check out the SAF sticks. I'm excited to put them to the test, man. Let's go to Imo Kemushi, man. When was the last time you seen a 95 Imo Kemushi?
The last time I seen a 95 Imo Kemushi.
The year ended in 4.
Yes.
So 95 size Imo Kemushis. I got 3 colors. I got 2 in hand. The third one is in a package that is somewhere roaming around in our vicinity, but we should have it. For now, I think this is natural green pumpkin.
Bro, that looks electric.
Yeah, this is probably the best.
We've had that color before?
Yep.
Damn.
Just green pumpkin with green pumpkin strands. This is it's got a little bit of green in it. It's actually called Omu, if you're familiar with Japanese. But this is probably like the most naturally green pumpkin. They do have a green pumpkin clear, but it has white strands through it. That's the other one that we did get. So whenever the guys get those, I'm not going to bring it up on next week's drop. They're just going to fire it into stock. So if you've been waiting for that or this guy, which I know a ton of people have, these are in stock now, as well as the green pumpkin chartreuse. So arguably the best like natural 3 colors are finally back in stock. Been told the rest of the colors are going to keep rolling in, so they're doing these as we speak. Again, one of like the more unique emo style baits. Love throwing this thing. Catch a ton of them on it. 95 millimeter Imo Kemushis are back in stock now. And then 60 sizes. So again, like these literally come in and go faster than
Sakamoto shots.
I mean, probably clipping at about the same pace. All the 60 sizes, for the most part, and like most of the colors are all back in stock. I didn't get it, and then I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we had these sitting around forever. I play with them a little bit here and there. And then I took them out for one trip, and I was like, okay, I get it. I see what you're doing. You can do so much with those baits, man. Like, so these are the regular ones, which I do tend to like a lot better. Yes, they rip up a little bit more, but more of a natural fall in the water as opposed to like a high float. But yeah, Imo Kemushis, man. You know, like these are additional colors in the 60. These are the floating type elastomers, so we did get both. This is the 60 size, and then just a handful of colors in the itty bitty 40 size in the Imo Kemushi. Quickly from Yamamoto Baits, we have a couple pro packs come back in. Not a lot, man. Are these the 100s or the 50s? 50 counts. If you're a fan of Black Blue Flake, you get this really cool like Yamamoto like bait bag with it. You get 50 Senkos. It's a little bit of a deal. We just got black, blue, and green pumpkin back in these guys. Small handful. Working on getting more colors in these, man, because it seems to make more sense for all you Senko fishermen who I just blatantly disrespected by making fun of Senko fishing. But I get it, dude. I get they catch big ones, man. I can't. What do you say? You know what I mean? Senkos catch them. Mega packs of the Yamamotos and the 50s are back in. Should have 100s shortly, and should have more colors in the 50 and 100s very, very soon. Almost forgot about our 25% off weekly little deal that we're gonna run here for a while. I'm kind of letting the guys pick right now. So I'm like, hey, what do you want people to try? This is Cody's pick. So this week for the 25% off sale on an item, we're gonna go with the Mekarauroco candy fish. So if you've looked at these, you thought, what the heck are they? Watch a little YouTube video on these, man. They are insanely, for what it is, it looks like it does nothing, but the action in the water is literally like nothing else. Cody's been catching a bunch on them. You've caught a bunch on them. Just a really cool, small plastic that literally will shock you. So Mekarauroco candy fish are gonna be this week's 25 off deal. Rapid fire restocks. Should we do that?
I like that.
That might be the name.
RFR?
Rapid fire restocks? All right, we got some rapid fire restocks. Let's go with dual Realis. Spy baits. My two favorite sizes of spy baits. Handful of colors, specifically Ghost Gold Perch. Haven't had these in a very long time in the 70 to 80 size. If you guys follow along any of my spy bait stuff, 70 size is like 70% of my fishing. 80 size is like 30% of my fishing. So pretty much live between these two. One of the best colors they've ever made. Ghost Gold Perch, and a couple other colors are back in stock now. Gamakatsu. I know a ton of guys have been asking me to get these back in. These are the A-Mart size 6 Nano Trebles. Vision 110, if you break a hook and you don't like the Katsuge out barbs, this will be the hook that you'll probably end up going with. These are back in stock. Got good quantities on these finally, man. So if you got a bunch of like down, sad Vision 110s, like tends to happen, you can switch them up with these. The G-Finesse Wacky hooks. So these are the weighted ones. I think 3 of the 4 sizes in the black are all back in stock now. And then for you mid-strolling guys, Horizon Head LGs. So this is that, you know, a little bit wider gap, amazing mid-strolling hook. I think every size is back in, like all the way from 1/0 to 3/0 up to, I think 1/8 ounce, or just shy of quarter. 6.2 gram is the biggest one they make, but all of the Horizon heads should be back in stock now for you guys. And then lastly, something we have literally not had in this year. There's some, you know, tariff issues that made bringing in some of the made in the US stuff a little bit difficult for us. Finally got one of my favorite US brands, Roboworm. This color specifically is called Witch's Tea. This is my OG #1 day one drop shot color and bait. This is really the bait that like taught me how to drop shot. Witch's Tea, man, has been so good to me over the years. I still have like, I mean, I know I got stacks over there, but I got stacks of these in the boat. Pretty much if I'm drop shotting a worm, I'm drop shotting either Aaron's Magic or Witch's Tea. Roboworm 4.5 inch straight tail. Every color's back in stock. Like, I mean, there's a basket with like 60 different colors of Roboworm. Haven't had Roboworm in a very long time. I mean, it's Roboworm, dude. Tough to beat. Those are all back in stock now. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for hanging out. We actually anticipated having one of the craziest drops. There's been a little issue with getting stuff here this week. We'll all be resolved next week. So, Megabass fans, next week is mega. No pun. No pun intended. But Megabass will be insane next week. Thank you guys for hanging out so much. Check out that new G-Crack stuff. Appreciate the support as always. And please, if you like these videos, subscribe. We're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like that's reasonable. Thanks, guys.